What's good, Team APS? This is Chris from Team Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! About to bring guys a little discussion today, and this discussion is going to be about how to be consistent at Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of players on Paul's channel that love to be competitive, and I'm a competitive player myself. And while I'm not in the limelight like a lot of players like Billy Brake, Jeff Jones, and etc., I have my time to shine in the sun. And I'm going to give you guys my tips on how to pretty much get there. So without further ado, let's begin. Starting out by saying, you guys are probably wondering, who the hell is this guy? What time has he had in the sun? Well, at one point when I was playtesting Yu-Gi-Oh! Consistently, going locals every day nonstop, I top 8'd 3 regionals pretty much back to back. 1 with Wind Up, Turbo, 2 with Gadgets, which was a rogue at the time, and I have 1 YCS top, which was with Gadgets in 2014. So I pretty much know what I'm talking about when it comes down to topping pretty consistently. And I also come from another card game, which was the Naruto CCG, where me and my team pretty much topped almost every event we went to. So I kind of understand what it takes to get there. Now I get the credentials out the way. How to be consistent at Yu-Gi-Oh! You only need a few things to really be consistent at this game. And honestly, all you really need to do is play. Play the game. There's a lot of players that just pick up a deck that they can play it for 2 hours and just be consistent. No, you have to put in the work. I've always told people back on my channel, 30 to 40 hours is optimal a week to maximize your chance of topping an event. Because not only do you have to understand your deck and every possible play it can make in a bunch of different scenarios, you have to understand your opponent's deck, how it functions, how it works, what to side, what's trending, and etc. There's a lot of stuff you gotta figure out before you go to a big event. And then not only you gotta figure that shit out, you have to think you gotta think about what might be unexpected, what rogue might come towards your way, and how you're gonna deal with it. So in my idea, you have to prep for the meta, and you have to prep for rogue when going to big events. Another way I prep myself for trying to be consistent and or topping big events, and just trying to just do good in general, sleep a lot before a big event. There's a lot of players who just go to events tired as hell, miss play, and wonder why they can't top. And there's a lot of players who go to events tired as hell do top. People who do top, 9 times out of 10 they're taking adderall or some kind of, in my opinion, performance enhancing drug to get themselves there. I've seen players smoke weed, seen players do all kind of crazy shit, and you know, being in the competitive gaming community, people do shit like that. The main thing is adderall, which allows them to get their sleep. Then they wake up, pop an addy, and they're good to go to focus the rest of the day, which helps them minimize their misplay. So getting a lot of sleep is a great way to help be consistent at big events. And my last tip for being consistent at big events is just having fun while playing and don't stress out too much. Because when you stress out, guys, let's be honest, you're gonna fuck up. I mean, there's a lot of people who I personally know who I used to watch play Yu-Gi-Oh! They'll be winning. Then once the game starts getting turned around, they start losing. They get frustrated, they get upset, they scoop early. And I'm not a fan of that. You know, just be yourself, relax, be like, okay, cool. I'm going to this event to try to do my best, but if I lose, it's not going to be the end of the world. Granted, you pay a lot of money to go to these events, but at the same time, if you lose, you lose. You know, you're not going to be the best player in the room 24/7. No matter how much preparation you did, there's always going to be somebody who's better than you. Hence the reason why people like Patrick Hoban, who just top over and over and over, despite the fact a lot of people think he cheats. Now, with all that being said, guys, to wrap the video up, being consistent in this game is really fun. Being consistent in card games in general is really hard to do. But if you put your mind to it, I believe all of you can. So if you guys love this discussion and want to see more of me, come over to the Team Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. I upload 3 times a week. On Mondays, I do discussions just like this one you're seeing right here. On Wednesdays, I do top 10s. And on Fridays, I do this either deck profiles or my Explain series, where I talk about decks, explain in detail that might be going in the meta currently right now, or decks that might be coming out in the near future. And I always tell people on my channel, I do these videos because I truly believe in helping you guys become better players. And I also do this channel because I really truly believe in you guys helping me become a better player. So this is Chris from Team Innovation signing out. Peace, Team APS. Stay innovative. Deuces. You target a level 7 or level 8 Dragon type monster in your graveyard, and you can special summon it. And then while Gospel Revival's in the graveyard, you can banish it to protect one of your